Hello, Algebra. Today you are going to do review 4. So we're just going to ease back into things with doing some exam review. Okay, hopefully at this point you have done review 1 and review 2. I skipped review 3, so now we are on review 4. We're just going to do a few of these this week. The first 5 questions are pretty much you're going to read them and figure out which system it is. You don't have to solve the system. It's just a matter of getting the correct, usually money amount or amount next to the correct variable, the correct total in the right spot. Don't forget money goes with money. So when you're looking at these, I just want to be clear that you are going to, choice 1 is both of those lines. Choice 2 is both of those lines. That's how these first 5 multiple choice questions operate. So make sure you're paying attention to both lines. Okay, I'm not actually going to give you a heads up on those. I think those should be pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to go to the next page. Okay, so 6 through the rest of this is where you're going to have to decide what kind of solving problem it is. So here's what I mean by that. If we're looking at something like number 8, this is a question where I would take my highlighter out. It says Michael is 25 years younger than his father. That's comparing Michael's age to his father's age. So I would take my highlighter out and I would say, okay, Michael is 25 years younger than his father. I would then circle his father, and that's what's going to be X. Okay, so X is going to be the father's age. Then I'd go back and read it. Michael is 25 years younger. So how would I represent Michael's age? X minus 25. Okay, that would be Michael's age. The sum of their ages. Okay, so now sum is a word I need to know. That means addition between these two things is 53. So you want to make sure you're not making this crucial mistake. Taking X minus 25 and setting it equal to 53. That would be like saying, oh, Michael is 53. That's not what we want. We want the sum of their ages. So since I have both of their ages over here, X minus 25, I add those together and set it equal to 53 and solve. This is an example where we have one total, so we should only have one variable. Everything should be able to be written in terms of X because I only have one total to work with. So unlike the first 5 multiple choice questions where we were, given 2 different variables, I'm just kind of glancing at number 5, I see B and F. We can have 2 different variables if we have 2 totals. Here we cannot. So some of the questions are like number 8, where everything should be in terms of one variable. Oops, let me see. I can't, okay. All right, but some of the questions are like number 10. So let's take a look at number 10. Moe's farm stand sold a total of 165 pounds of apples and peaches. She sold apples for $1.75 per pound and peaches for $2.50 per pound. If she made $337.50, how many pounds of peaches did she sell? So when I read that, I see 2 totals. I see a total for just the number of items. This doesn't have anything to do with money or number of pounds she sold, 165 pounds. And I see a total for the amount of money that she made. So right there is telling me it's okay to use 2 different variables. I can use A for pounds of apples, P for pounds of peaches, and that total is going to go to the 165. And then I can do, she sold apples for $1.75 a pound, so $1.75. Now how much a pound of apples is sold for, plus $2.50 for a pound of peaches. And as always, money goes with money, so that total would be, let me just move this up a little bit. that total would be $337.50. Okay, this is a good example of where you might want to use a separate sheet of paper because we're going to have to do some elimination here. What do I mean by elimination? I mean we're going to multiply to create opposites. So this row I would multiply by either a negative 1.75 or a negative 2.5. You know, take your pick. Distribute it to all three things, and then we would add. Now clearly on my little screen here, I don't have enough room to do this. This is why a separate sheet of paper would be key to showing all that work. Okay? So I want you to pay close attention when you're doing these to whether or not you have two totals, one total, and that will tell you which method you should be using. I will be collecting this, so make sure you're putting in a decent amount of effort. If you have a separate sheet of paper to attach to it, I think that would be great. If you have super small, super neat handwriting, you could maybe fit it in there, but I think for most of you, you're going to need that separate sheet of paper. All right, everybody, have a good one. Bye.